Guys, we are talking about Melodifestivalen week 4, and this was by far the best heat of the entire competition.
Vente, Eric, you can't do this on your own. You don't know the expectations of a Melodifestivalen. The first song was called Eternity by Kimberly. In the song, she says she don't need nobody, and she was right. Because she was the only person this year to go straight through to the finale on the Melodifestivalen debut.
Sven, what are you talking about? She had 2 people helping her.
Jävla Johan!
The only reason the song was bearable was because there were 2 people on stage making her sound better.
I do not think they were actually singing live, Johan.
Yeah, apparently most, if not all, backing vocals are all pre-recorded, and every single instrument that you see on stage is not even being played live. The song was songing. It started off super pitchy, but then it kind of got better towards the end, and she put on a performance that made sense, getting a spot in the finals.
The second song was Ingenting efter oss by Timo Räisänen.
This was probably my favorite Swedish song of the entire competition. It was just a middle-aged man having fun on stage and putting his whole ass into this performance.
Yeah, literally, he was performing in the world's largest butthole.
The song itself was clearly not going to win, but I was rooting for it.
Maybe if the song was better, I wouldn't have noticed the giant pulsating sphincter behind him. I still can't believe someone said yes to that.
The third song was Duset Daram by Meira Amar, and this one was bad.
Yoho, she's the one that did the bira 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 besh besh song from last year.
Those are not the words.
Okay, let's agree to disagree. Like, I know you're going to disagree with the fact that this song is terrible.
Va? How can you find it terrible? They were practicing it for months.
What were they doing the whole time? Playing table tennis?
The song was pretty bad, but something about it made it feel like she wasn't even singing. I don't know what it was, but it felt like every time her voice snuck out of the backing vocals, it was not good. Funniest part about the whole performance was when she just started sprinkling sand out of nowhere. I can't believe I'm right. I just googled it. I had a fucking feeling that Meira Amar was not singing. I looked it up and she fucking wasn't. I was right the entire time. Holy shit, 99% of her vocals were not her. Apparently she's such an ass live performer that it wasn't even her singing. What is the point of a live competition if you can't sing? The fourth song was called Hotter att jag älskar dig by Felix Manu. And man, you just want to give this guy a hug. The song wasn't the best, but he just seems like such a sweet chap just trying his hardest.
The staging was very simplistic, but I'm sure there was a metaphor somewhere.
It's as if they ran out of money and said, what do we have? Oh, boxes. That's the way to go.
The performance was super mellow, very underwhelming, with random static in the background and him just sitting on boxes. But honestly, I don't think I can say anything bad about the song because the guy was clearly so nervous and it was just so sweet. The fifth song was called Från landet by Erika Jonsson. This was just a run-of-the-mill standard Swedish country song that was probably too normal sounding to make it to the next round.
Guys, it was just a budget version of 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton.
And the final song was called Hollow by none other than the favorites to win the entire thing, Smash Into Pieces. This song and performance was probably the best of the entire competition. It had everything: lasers, smoke, fireworks, more lasers, and sick as fuck glowing outfits.
It looked like they used 90% of the entire budget on this one song.
Even though the instruments are not being played live, they gave a performance that absolutely deserves the phrase, who the fuck cares? These guys were awesome, one of the only bearable acts of the entire competition, and they have my vote for sure.